Here we are with Riffs versus the Star Wars, Episode 1, Session 5. I am Devin, the referee, and to my right we have X playing Y. Also, it's May 2018.
Peter as the Doomslayer.
Kevin playing Dr. Warcrim. Tyler playing Siegfried.
Mark as Dr. Satan.
A lot of doctors in this party, a lot of professionals. So, let's recap what happened last session to the listeners.
We went to Coruscant and we got paid. They went to the Jedi Temple and spoke with an NPC quest giver.
They haven't patched over the CGI for that yet.
Then we talked with the Emperor. He was very nice. And then we went to Naboo.
Yes, that is what happened. Event preceded event. Alright, gang. So, we're back in the cantina. B. Arthur is there. Jokes are happening. So, what was your plan? To deal with the Trade Federation? And their illegal occupation of Naboo?
Well, we're going to do the most sensible thing. We'll split the party up into 3 distinct places.
That's pretty sensible, actually. Really, it's only traditional games like D&D that advise against it. B. Arthur says, apropos of nothing.
That Battletech champion.
Battletech champion B. Arthur. Okay, well that means you're going to be telling me 3 different stories, so... Where does it begin?
Who wants to go first?
Should we roll for it?
Siegfried.
Oh! Peter was last!
Oh,
You
no.
even suggested it!
I don't know. I didn't suggest it. I was just picking up on people.
Alright, so... Peter, you and Dr. Satan, I think were in a ship. Were you in individual ships?
No, we had individual ship for Annie with the gun, and then, Dr. Satan was piloting his own ship, and the Doom Marine was just straddling over it.
Dr. Satan has your own ship, and you're going to jump onto his ship?
Yep.
Okay.
And the most sensible turret. Pew, pew, pew.
Alright. So, we then start with you guys doing a space battle.
Pew, pew,
Do I have
pew.
music for that?
Is there music for that?
I don't have space battle music. Oh no, I totally do. Jesus Christ. That sounds like a rough cough.
They still are it.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I should really have Star Wars music. Remember from back when we did Star Trek? Which the listeners haven't seen even though we recorded it a year ago?
I mean, we also used it in Black Star, didn't we?
Oh, I totally did. Look at that. Anyway, you are in your Naboo fighters. You climb on top of the one Dr. Satan's in and fire your pylon legs in?
Yep.
Little errors on your screen.
Okay, I'm gonna go and try and fix this before we take off, if at all possible.
Oh yeah, there's just a button here on the screen and it shuts and it silences the errors.
Oh, good. Excellent.
Problem solved.
I mean, as long as the wings hold, that's all that matters.
Alright, so you and Annie take off while droids are shooting and people are shooting droids and it's a pitched fight. No, it isn't.
We took care of that last time.
Yeah, exactly.
With Fireball.
Oh shit, I get bennies. Do I get 3 bennies?
4 bennies. There are 4 of us there.
Oh shit.
We get 3 bennies. Because we're lamer than you.
My god. Alright, you two take off into space. It is inky black, covered in little tiny stars, and Naboo's in the background, and looks an awful lot like an Earth. Other Naboo fighters are alongside you, including the one Anakin's in, and he looks like he's not very great at piloting.
Turn the autopilot on.
Oh, that's it, the autopilot's on! Woo! A pitched space battle happens as the entire Trade Federation blockade fleet hangs in orbit, all one of their ships. And the many droid fighters that swarm out.
So you have to go after the big ship. That's where it's controlled. It's always the big ship.
I will head towards it. Keep them off Satan's back.
I cannot turn that far.
Oh no, you only have like a 45-degree angle or something on it.
Yeah, something like that.
It's like field of view in front of you.
And then the Naboo fighter itself also can only fire forward, so...
You should have like...
Angled backwards.
yeah, angled backwards or something.
Note to
Readjust the
self,
pylons.
build space fighters with turrets. Why don't they have them?
Droid ships are flying at you. Pew, 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 pew. Na, 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 na. Alright, so you're being shot at by ships. How does any of that work?
Let's find out.
Say-
Mega damage, obviously.
Oh no. Alright, Alright, we're back, listeners. So, you have drone control ships. They're shooting at an Naboo fighter nearby, and two peel off and are coming towards you. Opening fire with their, synced automatic laser guns. We're using the rules for Spitfires, listeners, because have you ever seen a Star Wars? That's all it is. It's just dogfighting.
Okay, so I'll ask a question. It's going to sound weird for the person who knows the rules, because vehicles are not something I know anything about.
Yeah, that's fine. We don't really have to worry about the rules for vehicles.
Is there any mechanical benefit for trying to, basically, I'm trying to avoid, to get through the fighters. I'm not trying to...
Like you're just trying to cut your losses and run?
Well, I'm heading towards the ship. The big ship.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like you're trying to cut your losses not into the dogfight?
Yeah, we're just going to try and end run
Chase,
this.
pursue mechanics, something?
Yeah, probably the chase or pursue mechanics if I knew what they were. That makes sense.
Eagles. Let's see if this was a sensible game, a sensible with numbers.
I mean, yes.
I even see the page in my head where that someone on a motorcycle dashing from some aircraft shooting down on them and so on. Yeah.
I can see it in my head. That's amazing.
So you're like, oh, the first question you have to ask, are we in a Newtonian space or are we in a non-Newtonian space here for the other fighting? Whether you can just flip over, shoot backwards and flip back in
I do a
Battlestar?
bootlegger reverse in my starfighter.
There's literally a bootleg reverse in the rules. Which, that's amazing that we were all thinking of it. Chases are on page 82.
Can I destroy all the opposing ships by reversing the polarity?
This isn't Doctor Who.
I'm going to just cast Fireball.
Okay, I gotta pause because there are chase rules. Alright, listeners, we looked at the trace rules, and it all makes sense. You draw a bunch of cards, you have to have advantage. The droids, because I rolled 8s over and over and over and over again, I ended up getting 24, 28, and got 7 cards and kept the highest was an ace. So on this turn of the chase, you are trying to speed your way into the Trade Federation ship and escape the dogfight, right?
Yeah.
Alright. There we go. There we go, that's music.
That's garbage devil.
It's Metroid.
Okay.
It's from a much better game.
More civilized time.
Right? Or...
FTL, a game that is not
Perfect.
civilized at all.
FTL. It's so quiet.
Quick, turn off the oxygen and open the doors.
Everybody hold your breath.
Alright. The drone fighters get in front of you and are going to shoot you with their drone guns. They have a trait of D6.
Sure.
D6 is pretty good for shooting. They need to have good piloting for maneuvering and shit. So, here they go. Pew, 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 pew. Nope. Nope.
Aha!
Alright,
Traditional
now...
Star Wars opening.
Right? Now,
Roll again for piloting.
yeah, all the cards go in the pot now, or you can take your turn. You guys can take your turn.
I mean, we can't shoot at things that don't...
But you don't want to shoot.
Yeah,
Ah.
we're GTFO.
Ah. So
we
do it.
attempt to disengage.
Sure, you know what? Let's figure out how many units of range you are away from your goal.
Okay.
8 units of range away. And your ship moves 1 under ideal circumstances, unless you want to start getting fucky.
So we have 8 rounds being shot at by these guys.
Yeah, to either kill them or elude them.
So maybe if you roll piloting for each success, you can get 1 step ahead here.
I don't want to make it raw piloting. You're gonna have to give us.
I think
You're gonna have to give us flavor and fluff stuff that'll make your ship go faster. Like, I don't know, dumping a bunch of Satan juice into its gas tank. Or having him turn around and start shooting the gun to push the ship further. Now that I've stolen those 2 ideas.
Yeah, I don't
So-
think he could turn it around those.
I just have to grab onto something and turn myself around, the re-anchor.
So, what are you two doing on your turns? You got the dog fighters shooting at you.
So I am going to. Well, I can't really realistically shoot at them with any of the weapons I have on my thing. I do have to concentrate on piloting. So I think for this round, I'm actually going to cast a spell on myself.
What are you casting?
Improved trait.
Cool, do it.
Yeah. So
All right, you let Jesus take the wheel and start casting magic on yourself.
I use the force, and by the force I mean actual magic.
The shinning.
The shinning. Do you want to be sued? Okay, I made it barely. So I get a +2 steps. So my piloting becomes significantly better.
Cool.
What are you doing, Doomslayer?
Well, I guess we have to readjust ourselves, so I'll take this turn to grab onto something on this ship and take my pilots up so I can turn around and re-anchor myself on the second turn.
Alright, so you spend this turn kind of reorienting yourself, bending some of the steel, pulling, stakes out of it.
Yep.
There's like little fires and sparks coming off of your ship. It was made by Naboo people.
Yep.
I did not think we were getting the deposit back on this thing.
Oh shit, Anakin's in this fight.
Yep.
Anakin's gonna use his piloting die.
Do it.
He's the best pilot in the galaxy and a dear friend. I picked up a D20,
Hey, so
listeners.
here's a thought though. So you were getting a bunch of. There's 2 fighters here.
Yeah.
Were both of them below Jack? Or above Jack?
They got ace.
Both of them.
Yeah, the extras count together in one group.
Oh, okay.
They're not special enough to be their own guy.
Okay.
Alright, Anakin. I roll a 1. Anakin nearly crashes into you guys, and no, he does. Like the tail end, little antenna on the end, comes by as he's trying to get near a drone and smashes into your Glare Boy's head. Like it snaps off on you.
This thing comes over his thing. Use the chip, Anakin. Oh, sorry. Voice modulator failure. Use the chip, Anakin.
You hear a little crackle of the radio. Yes, I will concentrate and use the chip. Also, sorry.
Use the
There's like damage on your helmet.
My helmet's tougher than this.
Alright, so I guess now we're at the top of the round. Piloting.
Roll.
Oh,
Actually, that does give me an idea.
Section.
Yeah.
Deuce.
Just gonna fly. I should just fly
1.
so that you're.
2 cards. Give.
Yeah.
10 bitches.
Roll your
Where's the
pile.
D8?
Oh, there is one here.
Well, I didn't botch. I got 1 success.
You got bennies.
You also
You
get a
got
10.
bennies.
I guess I'll re-roll that.
Bennies.
This is about as good a time as any.
Do it.
It's not. No difference.
Also got a 10. What did Anakin get?
Oh yeah, Anakin on his fucking D20. 13. So, oh, he's a wild talent. That means he gets a D6, right?
Yep.
Sure.
Yeah. What's it?
And he gained 2.
So 3. So
He gains 2 dice of.
who wants to be Anakin? You get to be Anakin, cyborg.
Okay.
I'll play him to the best of my ability.
So 10 of spades above 10 of hearts. So Anakin can attack anyone. They can attack us, and we can attack jack shit.
Oh man. All right. So it looks like Anakin you have initiative on these drones.
Okay, he's gonna try and swing in behind one and take it out.
All right. Roll. I guess piloting to gun them.
What is his pilot?
D20.
D20. It's probably going to be gunnery, but whatever. He's using the systems.
14.
8. So with a raise.
Yeah, 1 raise. So you do gun damage, which is what do we call these? Oh, the H and K's. So 2d8 plus 1d6 damage. Right.
2d8 plus 1d6.
AP2 against the Spitfires.
You already count the raise in?
Yeah, and the 1d6.
Okay. Making sure.
Okay, so that's 13, 16 damage.
So 8.
So 2 damage.
Oh, wow, that fucking kills one of them. I'm right. Anakin gets behind one of them and just blows it away into parts.
Cool. Now then, well,
The drones are going to fire on you.
roll
Gun.
d6.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun, gun. Nothing. They come and flying and shooting and are missing. You guys.
Okay, well, can't shoot. So what I'm going to do is, can I try and get close? Can I try and like do? Is it like a ramming thing or anything like that, or?
Are you trying to like get evasive?
Well, I don't know what I can do. This is the problem here.
You can try to get to rough terrain. There's rough space over there.
The debris of that blown up ship.
Look at that. There's rough space over there.
Rough space.
It's rough terrain. You can take cover.
Oh, Star Wars.
Take cover in a debris field. It makes sense.
No, I actually don't think my ability to do this. So what I'm actually going to do is keep heading straight on, as absurd as it is, towards the
Control ship.
You can try like cut loose some part of your ship to like fly to the drone behind you.
There's only one left, right?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to fly. I'm going to try ramming.
Oh my god. All right. Ramming rules
Specifically,
exist.
I'm going to aim it so that I'm going to try and put the top onto it so that I can, and then I'm probably going to...
2 marine gods.
Yeah.
Here we are. Collisions. It doesn't. Oh, the ram move. Okay, so blah blah blah. When this happens, you make opposed driving rolls. Attacker wins.
Roll.
D8. 8.
No. Yeah.
8.
Why am I even... Wow!
19.
Okay. No.
Fail.
All right, so so I think he gets out of the way instead of turning this around on you. It gets out of the way. It peels off.
Suddenly we come back to like his fighter. His fighter's been like painted red and has like the iron
Scar
cross
on it.
Yeah.
There's a scar on it. It's that fucking Cylon Raider.
I was thinking the Red Baron, but yeah.
Yes, that too.
And instead of the droid, you've got EJ-88 there.
IG-88's here. Okay.
Manfred von Droidhoven.
So, yeah, no. I guess we throw cards in and we pilot again.
Roll your pilot.
Piloting!
Jesus.
2 cards.
1.
Joker! Everyone gets a Betty! Joker!
What did you roll?
Wait, I think when Joker happens, does everyone automatically have to reshuffle or something?
After that, we reshuffle everything.
Anakin rolled a 3.
So I guess 1 card. You got the king.
Nice.
On his D6.
Oh,
He's a
right,
wild
he's
card.
a wild card.
He's speckled.
Nope, he got a 1 on his wild card.
So what is it? If you succeed, you get 2?
Every 4 gives you a card.
So if he gets less than 4, he doesn't get 1?
Yeah.
Okay, so then Anakin doesn't get 1.
You
He
failed.
doesn't get- oh, he doesn't get his king?
No, you failed the
Does
chase.
Anakin have any?
Benny.
Yeah, Anakin probably has Benny's. Because he's a wild count, so he has 3. That I have, that I can spend on Anakin, that you can spend.
He's gonna reroll, right?
Oh, he's got 4. Oh, 3.
He gets his king.
Here's your king. And Benny's.
Alright, that fucking drone is going to try and murder you. 6,
That'll hit.
10.
That'll raise.
Pew, 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 pew.
Roll
Two
the
D6
damage.
and a 2d8 and a d6, I think, or something.
1, 1, 5. So 7. It doesn't even pierce your armor.
Nah.
AC2.
No, AP2 means he has AP of 8, or it means your armor's 8, and he does 8 damage. Like it
Oh
balances
yeah,
out.
that's a...
So yeah, those quad lasers rip into your hull and like scar it up. It doesn't do anything.
I just think they just made the mistake of shooting the exposed...
I'm already anchored, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like I did all turns.
All right, what do you guys do? No. I should have that music on. Why do I have this music on? Let me
Your space.
trench run.
Okay, I've got an idea. How close are we
How close are you to what?
to the enemy fighter?
Close. Sure.
Okay.
Why?
I'm going to summon an ally right in front of the enemy engine.
What, you're just gonna call like a cacodemon or whatever?
Well, technically, I only summon like goons, like actual
Yeah.
people. So I'm just gonna.
A gun this.
But I have mega, so I can summon like 5 or 6 people directly in front of the ship.
Yeah, do it. While you're doing that, I'm just gonna pause real quick. All right, using your Satan magic, you summon 5 dudes to just appear in front of the drone and confuse it. Get its way. It has penalties.
One of them gets sucked up into the.
Yeah, into the intake. Bunch of frozen dead guys you summoned. All right, top of the round.
Wait, didn't Anakin get a go?
No, he didn't get a thing. He missed out of the chase.
No, he used a Benny.
I used to bet every roll.
Oh, do your king then. Kill this thing before it gets a taste.
Nope.
You gotta reroll
Ace!
that. I mean, you gotta reroll that. You still,
Use bennies!
You
Yeah,
can
and you also forgot to
Anakin
use
bennies.
D6.
Yeah, I'll use my D6. Okay, so he succeeded.
Yes.
So roll damage. 2d8. What is d6?
Plus
No,
nothing.
you didn't get a
Because
dice.
he didn't get a release. Yep. 2d8 plus Jack. 9.
That's damage. Oh, shaken, I guess.
No, because it's AP 2 and it's armor 8, so it is. Oh, was it 9 damage?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, shaken.
Ah,
It's spinning off. Which I think means you guys can kill it.
that's great.
I think that ends the space fighting scene. You guys blow it, and it flies off course and dies. And the Trade Federation ship is right ahead. Its hangar bay is open and unprotected except by a lad's shield. And you fly in. As you guys are flying in, Anakin peels off away from you and goes near Naboo. Like, you can see it, like, what he's doing on your screens and stuff. He's like, one moment. And he starts firing at the satellites in orbit and knocking them out of orbit. You're going to love this. And flies, back into the fray. Alright, we're going to cut to Mr. Cyborg.
Okay.
Alright, Mr. Cyborg, you're on the surface, and droids are shooting fishmen to death. But
Yeah.
they're conscripts, so it's okay. It's basically 2 things that don't have souls or rights fighting each other.
Fishmen and robots.
Yeah.
I'm a bit of both.
Fish out of water.
Okay, what are you going to do to this fight to make it more manageable? Let's say there are...
One shit ton.
I don't know, let's say there are 6 possible things you could do in this fight to make it better for the Gungans.
Okay.
And what I'd like for you to do is... give me a few tests, or give me a few things you'd look to do to make the fight better for them.
So it's basically the droids, which is a whole bunch of foot soldiers and tanks advancing towards the Gungans, which are a bunch of fishmen, catapults, and beasts.
Yeah, and shields.
Okay.
And a shield system, and like shields.
I would like them to put me in one of the catapults and fire me at one of the tanks.
Okay, make a... You're going to...
Acrobatics?
Acrobatics.
Or something like that.
Oh, I so don't have it. I'm just going to go like dead weight.
Exert.
Acrobatics to guide yourself onto a tank.
So what is that? It's a trait, and since it's untrained, it's -2.
Yeah, D4 -2, and then
D6 minus
your
2 as
edge.
well, because you're a wild die.
Wild.
No, the D6 is always straight, I think. Isn't it?
I think you get -2 because you don't have the skills, and you took all of those, maybe? I don't know.
Let's find out.
Okay. So I want to try and make this nice and inspiring for the fishmen. So before I get in, I'm going to pull out my chain sword and point it at the other guys and go, remember Newton! Remember Tolkien! Show these coalition bastards what for! And then I'll
God.
get in.
Jesus fucking Christ. Oh,
Force
exploding!
wild.
Oh, it's still
Force wild.
exploding!
So 11.
11, so -2 is 9.
That's
9.
pretty good.
Success in the race.
You sail through the air like an inspiring rock and land on top of a tank, and there's one of those droids on top of it. You can't be here. You're not authorized.
Okay, I want to grab him and try and lift him up. Over my
It happens effortlessly. They're pointless.
and I will throw him at another nearby tank.
Roger, roger. He clatters against it like a action figure being thrown against the side of a van.
Nice.
You're on the tank.
Yeah. How much do the tanks weigh?
Tank weight.
Yes. Tank weight. So like 60 tons.
Sure.
I mean, don't worry, they're hovering, so you can swing them around. They're threads.
I'll pull out my chainsword and I'll attempt to try and saw off the top part of it.
Like the
turret.
cockpit turning thing, the part with the cannon.
Yeah, sure. You could probably just yank that out too, because it's not like it's bolted in. I think it sits on top of a rivet, like a gear system.
Okay.
Because tanks aren't built to go upside down, so it's not secured. Like it's not welded into it. It's on a gearing system.
Then I'll pull that right out.
All right, you rip it out of its mooring. Do you have is there a strength stat in this game?
Yes.
There's strength. Yeah, test the strength.
Okay. That is D12.
This is this
plus
music.
6.
It's so inspiring.
Don't forget your d6 as well for being wildcard.
Well, yeah, you do. Ripped. All right.
Yeah, 13.
It's loose.
Okay. I'll turn back to the Gungans and I'll raise it over my head and I'll give like a fierce roar.
All right.
And then I'll try to bat another tank with it.
Sure, with that strength check, whatever. All right, you rip it out and hurl it into a tank and knock it off course, and its gun gets stuck in the ground right when it's firing and just wrecks it.
And then I pretty much carry on as such. With
All right.
that. Attempting to... That was 2. Okay.
You're getting there. You're almost halfway there. One more and we'll cut away from you.
I mean,
Droids are shooting you. Pew, 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 pew.
do like General Grievous and just, stand on one leg and use all 5 of your other limbs. And
I think
Are you
it's time for your diplomacy skills.
I just imagine you picking up the droids and swinging them around Grievous style.
Making like Bruce Lee nunchuck noises.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. I've got the 4 arms, so I'll try and go out and start gathering a droid for each
It's
arm.
not hard. They're
Yeah.
pointless.
they're
And
right
then,
there.
swing into melee using them as little baseball bats.
All right, is there like a charisma stat?
Intimidation.
Hey,
There is a
intimidation.
charisma stat.
Yeah, do that. Do it. Do it.
6.
Mountain, do it.
That explodes.
6.
11.
All right, yeah, you just start mowing through droids, hucking, like using B1s as a club, and some of them sometimes like you find like one of those balls stuck into one of them, and you just hit another one, and it causes like a little lightning thing. Perfect, 3 things. So look at that. For this segment of the fight, you're just mowing through people, and the Gungans are like being inspired and like running up to droids and hitting them over with shields, and they're just swarming. They're like, oh, these guys are useless. Like some of the Gungans start like walking up to a B1 with a gun and like just kind of walk. They strafe around it, and it's not fast enough to like turn. They don't move very fast, and they just grab it out of its hand and start beating it to death.
Meanwhile, Jar Jar cradles a fallen Gungan and starts doing a soliloquy.
Oh yeah, that's me, Ebola. Jar Jar's on the general palanquin. It's a little palanquin with a sofa, and he's like lounging on it, and he's drinking wine out of the jug.
And playing it fiddle.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that in part 3. We're not there yet, Peter. We're not there yet when the democracy's on fire and Yoda and Sidious are fighting, and he's there, one of the Senate seats, playing a fiddle. Alright, war crime.
Okay.
It's your scene. You're in your dog mech, your skull mech. None of these things can hurt you.
No, he's not even paying attention at this point. He's just playing cards. He's got his feet up on the dashboard, just steering with that. Kind of occasionally taking pot shots, even out into the city. Who cares? There's no civilians out there. So.
Yeah, there's no civilians anywhere.
Doesn't see a single person. So yeah, he's just shooting at random.
Padme radios you on your radio.
Yes?
War crime. We're trying to get into the throne room. The Newt Gunray has barricaded himself in there with one of our ray shields. I need you to go to the palace's power generator and take it down.
Yeah, I can do that. Yes.
Nightmare spider.
He doesn't even open doors. He just kind of walks through them.
Yeah, like this place is just crumbling because none of it has negative damage support.
It's made of CG.
Oh no, this is practical effects.
Oh my.
We're in Venice. They made models and matte paintings. Yeah. At one point you go through a door and instead of the door like breaking and crumbling, there's like a tear in it, like it's made out of fabric, and you just walk through the matte painting.
So cheap.
You crush some guy with a boom mic.
Some guy was like, it took me 150 hours to paint that.
You can find a job
I
at a
worked on
cafe.
Aliens.
Toss him.
And now you work at a Starbucks. Congratulations.
Let me just flick you so you can have a Williams
My
screech.
war crime savage.
Throwing money out the window. Get me a coffee man.
Oh my God. Oh my Jesus Christ.
Art majors.
It's too much, man. Alright, I just had to open up a book for this.
So I don't have my... Is the papers with the Strider stats somewhere up here, or...
Someone find them for Kevin. He
What are you
needs
looking
them.
for?
The stats for my walker.
His Walker Texas Ranger. Here, I'll pause while we look that up. Alright, Dr. Warcrime. You head on down the doors to the levels. There is a large iron double door that would open dramatically to have a Darth Maul behind it that leads into the power generator room for the palace grounds.
Well, it's a good thing there isn't a Darth Maul in this universe.
Yes, something happened to him.
Earthquake, and I just smashed the doors open.
Alright, you ran into them a few times until the emergency locks kick in. The emergency locks, of course, when the door is damaged, to preserve the door from being hurt, open the door to hide it away in the wall on the floor so, the doors don't get hurt.
That's good for
The
them.
doors are expensive.
This world is made of convenient things.
Like
The doors slowly open up, and there, 15 feet tall and made of steel, is Dr. Samuel Hayden. His combat cyborg body looms almost to match the kind of gaze of the Spider Walker. He has that staff of his that looks like it's a high-X weapon. Hello, Doctor.
Herr Doctor.
You have something of mine.
Why, Doctor? Whatever could you mean?
He fires.
He fires an insult.
He fires. What is your... Oh, no, I don't care what your stuff because I got my stuff. And then I roll against a static value. Oh, and I get Benny's. Benny's...
Should we draw initiative?
Oh, yeah, but he's going first. So not this time. He's dramatically going first. Okay, so he rolls his shooty powers.
Pew, pew, pew. Maybe 12.
Oh, wait, yeah, you're right.
12.
21 for 8 rolls.
Raise.
16. So, yeah, success and a raise.
Not today.
What did you roll,
It
bitch?
critically fails. So fuck him.
So, you use what card?
Not today.
I can just see him. He's just sitting there. It's like he's like as you like start to speak, he like points at the gun. Just
Yeah, there's like a failure motion and sparks coming off of it. Useless hunk of metal. The fight, I think, for real begins.
Queen.
Queen.
Do you stop, dog, double?
What are you doing, Doctor?
Oh, well, he's, trying to shoot at me. All the turrets just kind of aim at him. The red laser dots all gather on his chest. It's like, still aiming with his feet. He's just kind of leaning back. He's like, okay. You want the stick? Is that what you want? You want the stick?
You will give me that stick, Doctor.
No take. And I'm gonna unleash my turrets on him.
Fire!
Heavy railguns. So that's... I use vehicle for that, or do I use shoot?
Probably.
I think it's shoot because you're manning a turret.
Fetch the ball.
How much mega damage are? Oh, 35. Oh, that's a lot.
What's his stat block? Is he a glitter boy?
No, he's not a good boy. I use the combat cyborg stat block.
Ah. The shitty one.
You?
Okay, so driving is D8 plus 2.
You want to pause?
No, that's fine.
Alright.
So that's a success and a raise.
Roll damage.
A success and a raise.
All right, roll damage against Samuel Hayden.
So that's 4d10 plus 4.
AP.
What's your AP?
AP of 18.
He has toughness 24.
Looking for 6.
What's his unmodified toughness then?
Oh, unmodified toughness is 12.
So
Yeah,
12.
there you
Yeah, I keep forgetting how everything works.
That's what we did. Only 2 more episodes.
And what does the plus 4 apply to each roll? Or
No, it's just a flat.
total.
okay, so I got 3 6s. So 3. Is that hit or?
No,
Fire
you
rail guns, right?
Yeah.
40-10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just got 6s as results.
So 24,
12.
and then your extra d6 you rolled
Do I get an extra d6?
because you've got a raise on this.
Yep.
Ah, okay. So yeah, 2, 6, 6, 6, and 6.
So 26
All
minus
together?
12 is 14.
Oh, you added up? Okay.
So
Okay.
damage, raise. So 2
I'm
wounds.
looking
He will soak. Samuel Hayden chooses to soak.
Oh wait, beginning of a combat round. Pity.
Well, what was that?
Let's settle this. No character can soak wounds until a Joker is drawn.
You motherfucker! So he got a 10. So that's 2 successes.
So nothing, I guess.
Yeah, nothing. Because there's 2 wounds, so it goes
Well,
nothing.
it was a 12 toughness versus a 26. That's 14.
Shaken. Wound 1.
Shaken
wound
is
2.
anything above the is above the.
Shaken is just
Oh,
being
sorry.
hit.
Oh, so one. So he's shaken
So
and 1 wound.
Also, what does rate of fire do? 'Cause it's
You get to
You
fire 3 times.
could have fired it on
if you
full
wanted.
auto, but
This is like burst
it
mode
would,
and
it would
stuff.
still only give you 1 success, which you got.
okay.
You roll 1 die for each. I was just looking that up. To attack with a full auto, roll a number of shooting dice equal to a rate of fire. Compare each dice separately and see if it hits. You still only roll 1 wild die. So it would have given you more chances to hit, but it wouldn't have done more damage.
Oh yeah, would have done crap tons more damage.
Oh,
Each that hits is separate.
Next time.
Yeah, I don't know what any of these stats mean. So.
So I guess he gets shaken and 1 wound.
Yep, shaken and a wound. Alright, so let me just mark that off. 1 wound, shaken. So you open up into Samuel Hayden and like blow open his like carapace and start to fry him. Oh! I'll do it myself.
It worked very well for you back on Mars, yes?
You have no idea the scope of what you are meddling in, dog.
Hey, doctor. The view screen opens up and he's got the stick.
The catalyst or whatever it is from Doom 2016.
Yeah. He's like, ha.
Oh my god. Alright, I gotta pause for a sec because I gotta look up how. I think armor piercing is per attack, right? Even if you full auto?
Yeah.
yeah, it'd be each time you roll damage, right?
Yeah, so you can't just clump it all together and do like,
No.
big multiplier.
Probably
Yeah,
not.
good.
That'd be crazy.
That's all I needed to check on.
Full auto.
I gotta check what his edges do. Yes, there was no pause. Alright, we did a bunch of rolling. It was a lot of rolling, listeners. It was too much for his fucking auto-fire full weapon. Samuel Hayden unloads at you with a minigun built into his staff, into his cyborg frame, and just shatters against your Skullwalker, not actually breaching its coalition armor plating. And he tactically takes cover behind the door frame with his move.
Windshield wipers.
The doctor kind of peeks up over the dashboard. He's like, wow. Okay.
This fight went differently in my mind.
Should have been a glitter boy.
I didn't want to just throw glitter boys at people.
That'd be a little ridiculous.
It'd be too much, man.
Alright, I guess... Oh, wait. New cards. Right.
Ace 7.
So I'm going to tactically take cover. behind one of the set pieces that is there.
The matte painting.
Yeah, he reaches out with one of the claws and kind of pulls it out, so a wall is
There
to the
you
side
go.
now. There we go.
Doctor, think about this. We can be reasonable.
Oh yes, so reasonable. Yes. Remember back at the base. Remember what you did? Remember what you did, Air Doctor?
In times of conflict, you cannot account for all aspects of the fallout of a firefight.
Turrets.
Take his face and rub his nose in
So
it.
what does the cover do as far as...
I've never used cover.
Also, how much can it take from a mega damage weapon?
Not a lot. This is Naboo. They sold to the lowest bidder.
Cover, light, medium, heavy, and need total. How much?
He's behind heavy cover because he's behind the door
So
frame.
-4 to hit.
That's not bad. That's doable.
Roll your to hit. Do you want to do auto fire or full auto on your?
Oh, does size difference play into it at all?
I'm huge compared to
He
him.
would get bonuses to shoot
Because he's so big.
because he's so big.
Fair enough.
Alright.
All right, shoot, Samuel
I
Hayden.
guess I'll go full auto.
Oh God.
So much rolling.
So that means you take -2 to all your hits, right?
As a suggestion, you might want to use the rifts rule. You got some bennies to throw anyway, and throw on the extra free d6 on top of it. The one that
So like, throw a Benny onto every attack roll.
well, you don't have to do every attack, but you could conceivably do that. I think.
Yeah, you spend a Benny, you get like +1d8 to the roll or something. It's the rift setting rule for get fucked.
Oh wait, no, the heavy lasers don't have rate of fire.
Uh-huh.
It's the heavy rail guns, which are not turrets, I guess. So
Oh God, the heavy railguns are rate of fire 3 AP 18.
Oh.
Samuel Hayden, why did I throw you against him without goons?
I mean, the good goons could appear.
I mean, the other thing too with those.
oh wait, yeah, I can just
In this game, it just makes sense to do nothing other than just like I fire the biggest weapon times infinity towards the only guy who can hurt me on their team.
yeah. I guess
What are
there's
the
literally
goons? I totally ignore them.
there's literally no
Collateral
like.
damage.
Why couldn't I use the heavy rail guns actually? Like
I thought we did last time.
Look at the range. The range is shittier.
yeah, but how
Rift
close
is-
is he? He's using a minigun to fight me. He's got to be close.
He's real close, but that's the trade-off.
Heavy rail guns.
There we go.
So 4d10 plus.
You have
4.
2 of them.
Oh yeah, but I think.
And you only fire 1. You need a co-pilot. You need a tiny guy that's like
I cast quickness on him.
only.
All right.
Actually, he can have a quickness chip
I'm
next time.
There
ambidextrous.
you go. Quickness chip.
All he needs to do is get a PP pull. One background edge.
Jesus Christ.
And I get a -4 to hit.
Yes, because of cover.
Yeah.
And then potentially another -2 if you auto fire.
Okay, so I got a 7 and a 6. +2 from my piloting ability.
So 9 and 8, -4. So that's a hit and a hit.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so you hit him.
Twice.
Did you roll your wild card die as well?
Yeah, that was one of them.
Okay.
So I guess I just roll damage now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah, oh Christ. So 4d10 plus 4.
Okay. 26. And 30.
Oh, no.
4 wounds and 5 wounds, I think.
Samuel Hayden's armor is 2412. So what's your AP?
12. So he's rolling his toughness, basically. So
Yeah, my AP is 15, actually.
Oh,
No,
Jesus
it's 18.
Christ.
18.
Yeah, so he only has 12 toughness damage reduction against all of this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what was the first damage value?
So 14 after everything. So that's
4 wounds.
three wounds and another 3
Oh,
wounds.
no. Oh, no.
And then 4 wounds on the next one.
Oh, no. Does that brings it down to 2?
No,
No, it's 2, so that brings it down to 1 wound.
1 wound. So he's at 2 now.
Yeah. No, more bennies. On that same damage roll. Oh! I think that cancels out the wounds
Yeah.
from the one attack, but now we
Yeah.
got the second one to soak.
Yeah.
I'm down to 1 Benny
Huzzah.
after this. Ah! No! That was a 12 too. That's the worst.
So,
All right, last Benny.
No sale.
All right, so you killed this Samuel Hayden.
This one.
Yeah. Yeah, you know. Alright, so you open fire with rail cannons from the teeth of your Skullwalker and just eviscerate the debris, the door area.
he falls to the set.
Okay, he leaves the dashboard. There's like a elevator ding as he goes down, gets out of his pilot walker, and just goes up to where the corpse is.
It is a smoldering field of destruction.
Is the head there?
No, I'm afraid. I don't mean to take this away from you, but you destroyed him.
Nothing salvageable.
Bits and pieces if you want.
They're my primary sex.
Bits and pieces, nothing worthwhile though. So.
Yeah, you can salvage, like, parts. It's just, there's nothing recognizable. It's
I mean, you can-
all...
What about his gun that he threw? Or did he? Is that?
You
a
didn't
different-
throw it, he was smashing it, like, I'm jamming it. Maybe
Yeah.
it's over there.
I mean,
Maybe it
you
rolled away.
grab
Yeah.
all the parts and
It's
fire
fine.
them.
I'll just get back in the spider walker and just walk over it. A few times. Back up. Walk over it again.
Stop.
As you walk away, you hear a whistling sound and a burning sound as those satellites Anakin shot down crash on where Samuel Hayden was standing. Like, an explosion rocks your walker forward a bit as those satellites crash down.
Nice. And I guess I'll just shut down the generators.
Yep, they captured you, Gunray. Wrapped.
In Star Wars versus Rifts, giant spider steps on you.
Alright, let's cut to space as Kevin has totally wiped out the boss battle I had. He was gonna be crawling on top of your spider walker. He was gonna try and pull you out of the cockpit. It was gonna be a nope. I fucked up.
It's probably for the best.
Kill your character. Meanwhile, in space.
Landed.
All right, you've landed. There are droids there. They can't hurt you. These droids are garbage.
Fireball.
All right, you start burning through droids. You're in the control ship. They're shooting you. You're constantly being shot at, and the shots ricocheting off of you. They're lasers.
Oh no, I take half damage from those.
It's a disgrace.
Satan was considering hacking and taking over these droids, but honestly,
They're worthless.
they're kind of, yeah, I think I'd better just start over from scratch. I think the core is that way, about 400 meters, according to these schematics.
Okay,
I'm going to make a knowledge engineering roll
Yeah.
to aid him.
I angle myself towards that, anchor myself, and just shoot through the hole.
You're just gonna destroy this ship.
I mean, I was going to hack it and take control of it, but I read the dramatic rules, and they're terrible.
I read the rules. I'd rather destroy it than run them. I'd rather use violence.
I'd rather choose violence, essentially.
Straight to their heart.
Alright, so I guess you're firing the Naboo fighter and he's firing the rail cannon.
Oh, who are we kidding? He's just firing the rail cannon. I'm playing Scrabble or something.
Alright, we cut to the Gungan war. Can you do 3 more cool things?
Oh, that's asking a lot. Well, I think I'll leap off of the tank and I'll pull out my minigun with my bottom hands and just
Alright.
start firing it indiscriminately around me, like full on like Predator, where he's just like.
You
clamped
mow down the
on
wheat
trigger,
field that
going
is these
through it.
useless droids.
And with my upper hands, I'll keep the chainsaw aloft and I'll do like the Conan twirling and just be screaming and firing in a circle.
I imagine you like minigunning and you're walking forward with the buzzsaw in front of you. How they kind of time guns to in front of propellers in World War II.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, ah.
It's so efficient.
Alright, roll shoot. Let's see how good you are at mayhem.
Shoot. 8.
Yeah, that's good. It would be 8 in a race. You just start mowing through like droid commanders and stuff, and like your railguns going through bits of the tanks and stuff. You have a chainsaw sword that's on propeller mode in front of you. Alright, you got 2 more? What else can you do? The guns are surging forward and like just tearing through these droids like they're garbage.
But not fast enough. So I'll start grabbing Gungans and flinging them forward, deeper into the ranks of battle droids.
Woo!
Yeah, give them a good toss.
Captain Tarple, the other commander, runs up. Hey, Metal Man! He like gives you a big basket full of blue orbs.
Yeah.
Hey!
I'll say, thank you, but your beads have no value to me.
Jesus fucking Christ! God damn it, Tyler!
I mean, you can cash it in for some land.
No!
And then I'll hop on top of one of the beasts and I'll charge it forward.
One of the
Deeper.
beasts?
Yeah,
Like,
one of the big
push
beasts.
Tarple off
Which is
his-
probably not intended for riders. But
it's vertebrae or shifting.
yeah.
They're gonna have to shoot it afterwards.
Just jump on one of those balls and just ride it like, backwards.
Alright, you charge a rhino into a tank.
Yeah.
What's animal handling? What's
Drive?
piloting or ride or drive?
Oh no, none of those things. I'm
Roll.
a specialist. I specialize in hitting and throwing.
Alright, roll it.
Yeah, there's no animal ken, but there's like perks you can take for having animal companions and shit.
Oh, I know, right?
So well thought out.
So I get a 1 on my animal riding.
Alright, you slip back on the saddle it has, and this just kind of charges into a tank and breaks its neck.
That still counts as
Well-
one.
It died doing what it loves.
Alright, you got one more.
One more, huh?
Do you have the basket full of bombs?
You want the beast?
Yeah.
Detonate the bombs!
So I'll try and huck out some bombs. I'll
Snowball
juggle
fight?
them out. Yeah, snowball fight them. I've got good throwing, so
Juggle.
I'll
Throwing then.
toss them as far as I can.
I just imagine you having like it in your arms, like kids at Christmas. You're like, got ya!
5?
That's all right. So you go and you're like walking up to droids, just slapping them in the face with
Yeah.
these things. They're like, ah.
Nothing my face.
Meanwhile, in space, you're firing boom gun rounds into this
Yeah.
thing. After a couple of boom gun rounds, you destroy the integrity of the hangar wall and are going into like where the generator room is, and you just keep going. Like those droids are walking by, the drone droids, and they're walking away, and it starts collapsing. This whole place starts to buckle under the stress of it.
Okay, I think that does it. Just, stand it the right cowboy style.
Jump on the Naboo fighter, you take off.
Yeah, I just grab a few pieces, I think, for a souvenir and basically jump off.
The ship explodes as you fly away, and all the droids you're fighting just kind of lie down and fall over.
They're not shut down. They're just kind of like,
I'm not on the clock. It was a giant punch clock. It's like they're not tracking my OT anymore.
Looks like we die.
Does that happen down on the planet too?
That's what it's happening in front of you.
Okay. I start running to each of them, like grabbing them and shaking them and being like, "Get up! Get up!" And then I go back to the captain and I like cradling a droid in my hands. I go, "Why won't they get up?"
Oh my fucking god.
Was it great?
I don't have a response to that. I don't have a response to that.
they'll just stare at you and go back to their
Yeah.
swamp.
The swamp thing is walking into the water.
Fucking Christ.
Time for the boost celebration, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, 5 people on this planet will be there.
There'll be confetti.
Let me have like all these soundtracks.
Dogtor. Satan thinks we should design a new version of their tank, except with one minor change.
Make it not awful.
Make it not shut down whenever a ship floating 3,000 miles above is destroyed.
Not
That
awful.
seems like a design flaw.
So put some actual
Try
pilots
and
in
make
there.
them lighter too. They're very difficult to wield.
That's the point of a tank.
We could take 4 and put them together so that the shield covers all sides and turn them into a spaceship.
I mean, they are hovering, so you could just staple their backs together, and they'll be firing over.
You're all talking in the middle of the Naboo celebration.
I'm also holding droids still.
You guys are standing in the crowd, cradling a droid. They're putting medals on you. There's 30 people here tops. You've saved the entire population of Naboo from this terrible calamity.
I'll maneuver one of the droids to catch the medal around its neck, and then I'll sort of whisper, "They're the real heroes."
The doctor just kind of looks around in concern. It's like, did you have a plague recently?
No, actually, we suffer from overpopulation. We're setting up a eugenics project to try and solve it.
I hate this planet.
That sounds like a war crime.
The Gungans are there, but separate but equally recognized. Amidala is like, congratulating you with medals and shit. Senator the Emperor is there, a dark cloud looming. Newt Gunray is like in shackles with a bunch of bruises around his eye from the butt of her gun. It's like, you four have done. Oh, Anakin's there. You four have done it. You've brought peace and stability to Naboo and stopped the Trade Federation from imposing their will on our system. This was a legal blockade. They weren't paying.
Speaking of which, do we get paid?
Oh, don't worry. You'll get exactly what's coming to you.
Woo! I like getting what's coming to me.
This was worth the reward of continuing the education of the next generation.
And
That's
just
gonna be
kinda
inbred really quickly.
Anakin's just staring off at the Emperor. Like, they're both staring at each other with those vulture eyes of theirs.
So
Like
that's...
creeping violins playing in the background.
Yeah. What the fuck?
And, credits roll on the Phantom Menace. As we cut back to the can. There it is. So, B. Arthur's just kind of staring at you as you describe how that went down.
And that was the first time we saved the galaxy.
Is that what happened?
That's what,
More or less.
that's what I remember.
Yeah.
Were there really only 30 people there?
No, less.
We may have been overestimating the numbers.
I've never seen a Gungan. Are they real? I thought they went extinct.
I mean, they would dry off on this planet because they're made of mostly water.
That was another story. A very, very sad story.
It's a great purge. It happened, and then we had the one.
Who was the robot? I'm unclear on what his connection was.
I have a name.
Oh, he was an old acquaintance who,
He wanted a stick?
Yes. You could not have the stick, though. It was mine. Mine.
You don't take the stick from the dog person.
Any comments? Anything else you want to throw in?
Then 10 years happened, and we did nothing.
You did nothing for 10 whole years?
Yeah.
I mean, we got really well paid.
Very, very well paid.
Well, you say 10 years. What happened after the 10 years? Was there an attack of sorts?
Yes, an attack of the similar things.
Is that the name we're going with? Honey, you should workshop that story name. You should call it Revenge of the Similar Things. Or Return of the Similar Things.
No, that's for a later franchise. Or an earlier one. It depends on your point of view.
It sounds like one of those quality 50s movies from the 20th century, known for their quality in scaring people.
Huh. Da-na-na-na-na. Credits roll.
It just ends on Bay Arthur looking mildly perplexed.
Yes. I was Devin.
And Peter?
Kevin?
Tyler.
Mark?
And this is sponsored by Nobody, signing off of The Phantom Menace.
Thank you.
you.